Yes, Santosh, the other guy joined?
Yeah. Aparna, did the other guy join?
No,
I've been
sir.
waiting
He
for.
didn't join, sir. Sir, hello?
Did you get? Means, have you called him?
Yeah, sir. I have just kept a mail for him. Wait for 2 minutes, sir. I'll call him. If he won't join, we'll continue with the student, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yes. So Raj, can you please let me know about yourself? Are you from a web background or like are you new to workflow?
No, I am from other background, having some 4 years around experience.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. And how much you have knowledge in workflow? Are you new to workflow or you have some basic
Workflow, I have
knowledge?
bits and pieces of knowledge, but not very much. Like
Okay.
I cannot say professional. To gain that knowledge, I am thinking of to join this course.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, these two are very good news. Like you have a bit of knowledge and you have basically workflow. Many students which they are not aware of anything about workflow and they have very less knowledge in other. So those people also they're saying very good, like they can do everything in the workflow. Now you have two advantages that you have above knowledge. I guess you have all the knowledge in the function models, table creations, and other things, right? Everything I think you will be very confident on that, right?
Right. Very strong in ABAP, I can say.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so you can easily learn workflow, man. Don't worry. I will make you this one. So the other guy joined. Shall we start?
Yeah, you can start. You can start actually.
Yeah. Okay. So Aparna, if the other guy joined, you tell him that join on 8 o'clock. Okay, I will take another demo for him separately at 8 o'clock.
Hello?
Hello?
Aparna,
Are you there?
Sir, he's joining it since, sir.
Okay. Let's wait for Santosh then.
Hello?
Hello,
yeah,
sir.
hi Raj. Yeah. So Aparna,
Yeah, sir.
if he's not he's joining or not?
Yeah, sir. He's joining it since.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, we're waiting. Yes, Raj is waiting. So.
Sir, please, for 2 minutes, sir.
Not a problem, man. Don't get this thing. Not a problem. I can wait for 5 more minutes.
Okay, thank you, Raj.
So where do you stay, Santosh? Like how many years you have experience?
Sorry?
Where do you stay?
I have around. Yeah, I'm from Bangalore, and I have around 7+ years of experience. Okay, and I have trained more than 35 students so far.
35. Okay. So in a batch, generally how many people will be there?
So
Santosh, in a batch.
No, it will be 2, 3. Like even sometimes I take a single person also. Sometimes 2% or 3%. Based on that, it will be. And sometimes like if the students, based on the students' capacity, like so some people will be in a web background, and for them I can explain something in technically so they can easily understand. But some people they're not from the web background, so they will come and they'll say everything is good. So I have to explain in.
Without ABAP background, how they can learn workflow? Yeah?
No, they knows that, but they not really worked on that. So they will be fresher only. So they know the very they will be for them. It will be very difficult for me. That is the first question I asked you.
So, okay, they have conceptual knowledge.
So the moment you say, yeah.
Okay.
The moment I heard from you that you are strong in ABAP, I am very happy than you. So it will be easy for me also to explain, and you can also learn very fastly. So is it learning for your own purpose, or some interview perspective, or like your project,
No, just for
or
knowledge
any
and
project
learning.
requirements are there? Okay, okay.
Already some workflows are
So
already
I will
there.
be okay, okay, okay.
Okay, but
So how I will be explaining. Yeah, I'll
okay.
be how I'll be my way of explaining is like I will be using the real time scenarios always. So I hope you have a knowledge on SD, MM, so like sales orders and material creation, material masters and other things, right? User statuses. So those things and all you are aware, right? When I'm going and explaining it, you can easily understand, right? Those things.
Right, yeah, I
So
still
order
feel those
registration
are.
code and all of the things.
I still feel those are also old.
What's that? Hello?
I still feel those concepts are also outdated, like sales order, all those stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to know your level. I just finding out your level because I always used to read the process, right? So sometimes I ask some silly questions to understand your capacity, so that I will talk in that level. So once I know about you, that's why
Okay,
I'm
okay.
speaking all these things. Now I understand that you are little now level 3 level, so I can take the workflow session in that level only. So I will
Yeah,
not
yeah,
go very
that's the
deep,
same thing I'm
very
expecting.
basic.
I'm expecting the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like it shouldn't be on SAP. It
Yes.
should be on purely workflow.
Correct. Yeah. I guess the other guy what his first question is. Hello, Aparna.
Yeah, sir. Sir, he joined, sir.
Hello.
Sir, he joined, sir.
Yeah. So even yeah, join. Okay. Hello. Who is the other one join?
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, this is
Hello, can you
Santosh.
hear me?
May I know your name, please? Yeah, yeah, I
This is
can hear
Ali.
you.
I'm getting
Ali.
some echo.
Okay. Alim, right?
Yeah. Uh, I'm getting some echo.
Hello, Alim. Is my
Yeah.
voice clear?
Now it's okay. I'm
Okay.
I'm hearing my own voice again.
I guess some issues with your settings. So, is my voice clear?
Yeah.
So,
Santosh, for me
so
clear.
Alim,
Yeah.
are you?
Santosh,
Yeah, yeah.
this is
So I guess
Raj.
Alim has some issues. Yeah, hi Raj. Yeah. So your side is clear. Only Alim has some background noise or something like that, right? Yeah. Alim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me like you are you from ABAP background or like are you new to workflow or can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, myself
This is
just
Santosh
trained in
here.
ABAP and worked for very
Oh,
long
you
time.
just trained in ABAP, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you were just trained in ABAP. Okay. Oh, fine. So what I can do is I can take the demo separately for you. Can you join on 8 o'clock call? Can you wait for another 30 minutes so that I can finish one demo and then I can start your demo? 30
Okay,
minutes?
fine. Okay, okay.
Or you just if you want to do if you because the Raj is there, he is already explained, means he is already an expert in ABAP. So for him I will take less time. So just I will explain you the concept and this thing. So if you wait for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, that would be good, so that I can take the demo for you
If you don't
separately.
mind, I'll just share to you this demo also. We'll take
Yeah, sure. That's also fine. That's very good. Yeah. So you can hear me. And some topics, if you feel it's so advanced and some, if I'm going little fast, don't worry. Those things I can take separately also.
Okay.
So this is just for your information. You can hear the demo. Yeah. Very good. So hi Raj, the demo is
Yeah.
for you right now.
Okay,
So it will
okay.
be one-on-one. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
Okay,
sir.
Raj.
Thanks for that such orientation.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Raj. Okay. So, well, both of you, welcome to the demo. So let me introduce myself. I'm Santosh. I have around 7+ years of experience. Basically, I'm a developer, and also I learned workflow and the last 5 years I'm working on the workflow, and so I have been training the people. Also, I'm working in some companies. It's an MNC company, and it's my part-time. I'm training it. So I have real-time experience also, and I have done around 9 workflow implementations, including SD, FI, real estate. So a lot of modules I bring worked on it. So basically, I'll be explaining you in the real-time scenarios. I will not simply take something like it's in the air, and I will not tell something. So whatever I'm going to tell you, all will be in the practical mode. Like each scenario I will be explaining the scenario first, and I will be when I'm doing it in the system, I will be explaining you what is the use of that concept. So that is the way of my teaching. So here these are all the topics which I am going to teach you. So okay, there are four pages in my topic list. This is the page 1 of the 4 topic. So I'll be explaining you the concept of the workflow builder. So which is very important concept, workflow builder. So these are all the steps available in the workflow builder. So I'll be explaining you each and everything of the steps, like what is meant by activity, what are the subtasks are there, what are the sub methods are there, what is the use of this, how to create it, and how to call it, how to execute it, everything with the practical scenario I'll be explaining you. And what is the send mail, what is user decision, and what are the conditions, what is multiple conditions, event creator, wait for event, container operation, process control, loop, fork, block, local workflow, everything will be there one example, and it will be covered with the real-time scenarios. And the other one is business object. So what are the business objects types, what are the things are there in the business object, what is mean by key field, how to create attributes, how to attach Z attributes in the business object, how to create a Z method, how to create a Z event, everything, how to do the custom business object, everything I will be explaining you. And these bindings, what are the ways of bindings, what is the binding basically, and how to do the binding, that overall flowchart and other things also I will be explaining you. So let me go to the page 2. So this is the very important topic in the workflow, the agent determination. So basically this is for finding out the person to whom we need to send the mail. So there are so many ways to find. We can send a workflow mail to one person, or we can send to a number of people. So how to find it? So what are the possible ways of agent determination is there, like user, workflow initiator, expression, role, work center, job, position. So everything will be explained. And some of advanced concept like program exits, check function module, what is meant by delegations, how to do the substitutions, and the exception handlings in the workflow is also will be explained. And some of the projects which you will be working on, they have some they will be you'll be having some workflow already created, and that will be there in the production system right now. And suppose if you got some issues, and if you want to do some changes, and if you wanted to do the debugging or some you wanted to find out what is the thing, and you wanted to forward the work item, or if you want to delete some work items, and you wanted to restart some workflow, so everything will be explained, like how to do that, what are the transaction code is there, and how to do that, how to handle that also will be explained. So let me go to the page 3 of my test one. So this is basically on the other part like events. So how to trace the event, how to create the events, how to attach the event in the workflow, what is the event linkage, how to use the standard event, and how to configure the event based on the change object, how to do the event using the user exit, what is the local events and wait for events, and create event using the event creator. So these are the topics under the event part. So everything will be explained with the practical scenarios. So the final one is creations, like what is mean by deadline monitoring. So what are the steps are there in the deadline monitoring, how to trace the workflow log and errors, and how to find the container values in the runtime, how to debug the method, how to trace the send mail and class based workflow. So this is the advanced concept, like how to do the workflow. There are two options. One is business object, another we can do it using the class. So how to use the class to call the events and how to trigger the workflow by using the class events. Those things also will be explained. And how to trigger a workflow using the other workflow. So that is called sub workflow. That is also, and SBWP, business workplace. And other one concept like workflow customization, SWU3. This is for whenever you going for the very first time you are going for the workflow. In the you recently installed the SAP system in your client, like in your company, and this is the first time you are going to do something called workflow, and that time you need to do certain settings in the system. So in order to make the workflow to be work perfectly. So those settings and what are steps are there, those things also I'll be explaining you. And as I said, all topics will be covered with the practical scenarios. So I won't take anything like simply by giving the theory. I will not take anything I explained here. All the topics you will be seeing it in the system with one workflow. So by creating that, I will be explaining that. So I will not simply explain anything and there. So these are all the topics throughout the session I will be explaining you. So so before going to the introduction of the workflow, so any questions, and you feel anything is missing in this topic list, anything you wanted to add or anything you wanted to learn extra in this, let me know, George, or even Alim also. Yeah, if you could, and if you understand that, you can ask me. Yeah.
No, Santosh, right now no questions.
Yeah. Okay, and Alim, you have anything?
No, Santosh. Continue, please.
Okay. Yeah. So how I made this topic is like based on the initially I started with very less topics, and over a period when the students started asking it, so I added all the possible things here. So if I complete all these topics, trust me, there is no other topics or no other things extra than this. So since you are since you aware of the ABAP perspective, let me tell you. So if at all it is ABAP thing, I will be explaining you the data display part, and I will be explaining the program, function module, subroutines, and other classes and all other things. So when I explain everything, so each program will have different concepts, but whatever we are using it in ABAP, it will be like first you will be declaring the data, then you will be declaring the selection screen, then you will be writing the select statement, and you will be using the loop or something to fetch in the final entry table, and you will be using some tool to display ALB or list or something. The concept wise I will be explaining everything, but each company, they will be having different requirements. So only the program and the logic just will be changed, but what are the things are there, those things will be remain same, right? The same way I will be explaining in the workflow also. The workflow, what are the things are there, what is the use, how to use it, everything I will be explained. So whenever you're going for the workflow, so based on your company and this thing, different requirements will come, but you will be using only these options. there is no extra options available in workflow. All you will be doing with this only with the help of these things. So only if you know all these things, it is 100% sufficient that you can do any kind of workflow and you can handle any kind of requirements in the workflow. Even because in my 7 years career, I did not find any other thing extra other than this. So this is very much sufficient for me. Means with my knowledge, I prepared everything. In case while I am training you, if you find anything or you wanted to learn something extra, also you just let me know. I can take that also. You can include some topics also inside later point of time. So I am flexible in that. Okay. So let me start the class. You don't have any other questions, right?
No questions.
Shall I start some introduction of the workflow? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Raj. Okay. So I'll just give you some basic things about the workflow. So maybe you will be hearing this topic called workflow and workflow, SAP workflow from many places. Many people will be telling this, it's a model workflow. Actually, what is the workflow? What is the use of this workflow and what exactly it will do? So that is the basic thing which you should understand. So once if you understand that, then it will all be very simple only. Okay. So what is this workflow is, it's not only a SAP concept. Means it's not only SAP model. This workflow is not only in SAP. It is there in all the modules. You take Java, you take Oracle, or you take Microsoft, or you take .NET, or you take any technology. Those technology also workflow concept is there. So what is this workflow is? So you have some steps and you know some things which is predefined, or something like this. When this comes, this will happen. When this comes, this will happen. So if you know something already defined and you wanted to do that automatically, that is called workflow. Okay. For example, you take your leave. So since you are part of a company, so what you will do when you want to go for a leave, you will go to some portal or somewhere. You will go and you will select the date, and you will just type the description why you are taking leave, and you will do submit or something you will do. So basically, what you are doing is you need to intimate to your manager. Okay, so that in this date I will be on leave, and your manager has to do. You have to check that details, and he has to reply you back. This is approve or reject. So this is the scenario, right? This is how all the company will work. Correct? This is the basic scenario. So you know that when you are doing the submit, like when you are clicking on that submit button at the leave, it has to go to your manager. That is the predefined one. So, and once the manager reach, whatever the decision he is taking, that has to intimate to you. So that is the predefined one. So not only in SAP perspective, you take some other Java or some portal, web portal or some other things. There also the workflow concept is there. So whenever we are clicking on something, it is going and updating your manager, and based on whatever the manager is taking decision, it is intimating to you. This is the workflow process. Means something is happening, and automatically you are getting one mail, and once the manager is approving, it's automatically you are getting the reply. So this automatic things is called workflow. This is a simple one. Okay, so it like that we can take any other things, like you can take your appraisal. So whenever you are clicking on that appraisal, when you submit it, it will go to your manager, or it will go to your HR manager, or it will go to your delivery head, and whatever the reply they are giving, it will come back to you. So not only in appraisal, you take some, if you know SAP, you take the PR release strategy, purchase order release strategy. So that time there will be so many people will be there in the release level. The moment they created the purchase order, it has to go to the level 1 of the release person. Once they release, it will go to the level 2, level 3. So it's called release strategy. They will maintain everything in the system, and based on that, it will intimate to everyone. At the same time, the creator of the purchase acquisition also needs to be intimated every time. So this all concept is called workflow. Okay. So why we are calling this is a SAP business workflow is we are using this workflow concept, okay, in SAP business perspective. So that is why it's called SAP business workflow. Okay. So this is a very powerful tool, means powerful module in the workflow, which will be can intimate and reduce a lot of work. Why it will reduce a lot of work is, you take the same scenario which I explained. I said like your manager has to intimate to you have to intimate your manager, and manager has to reply back to you in the mail. Let's assume that there is no workflow. Then what will happen? You have to open a mail in the Outlook. You have to type that you have to put your manager in the and you have to type the subject. You have to type everything in the body, and you have to send manually to him. If there is no workflow, you have to intimate your manager, and your manager has to see that, and he has to reply, or he has to type manually, and he has to reply back. Okay, for one employee he can do it. Suppose and for you it may be a simple task, but for your manager, because your manager has 10 to 15 reportees under him. So for everything he has to for everyone he has to do the same thing. For him, little difficult work. In case he wants to find a report for 1 year, last 1 year, how many leave you have taken. If he wants to find it, all he has to do, what he has to do, he has to go and see the Outlook mail from you, and he has to find one by one. So it is not a simple task. Like for him, it will be a huge, very big task for him. So not only for the leave, this is not only if he is taking the appraisal process also the same thing. So his things, everything will be collapsed, and it is not so easy for him to track everything doing manually. But if you take in the SAP workflow, whatever is happening in the workflow, everything is recorded. The logs will be there in the workflow anytime. So there are some certain reports where you can go and simply by using some simple logic or simple inputs, you can easily fetch it and you can find it. So since this is not something it is standard, so all the things is maintained in the log, and even if auditing comes for your company also, for the huge details, they will go and see the workflow only first. So the PO release strategy approval and other things, how many things are there, everything they will go and see the workflow logs only first. So because that is very much trustable, because it's all happen, everything is taken care by SAP system. So everything will be very we can trust that. Even some of the SAP FI related things like payroll related things, workflows also there. So those things, if there is no workflow, so those things, it is not very simple. It is not at all easy to make it. Suppose your salary increment letters or something is there. Think that if there is no workflow is available, imagine that your HR people has to send to thousands of the employees manually. Each one has to go and check the mail, because it should not send to other person. So if there is no workflow, they have to do everything manually. Nowadays, all the workflow generated mails are there. Whenever they go and update in the portal, based on the details, it will send the automatic mail to the employees. So if at all it's not there, workflow is not there, so many problems will come, and it will make the life miserable of the for many scenarios. Not only in SAP, means not only in payroll. There are workflow, PR release strategy, MM model, SD model, and there are so many other workflows are daily running in the background. So workflow is a very, very, very important module, and it's a very powerful module, and it can do anything in the workflow, and it will reduce n number of resources, and whatever, and also it will not deviate from anything, because it's all it's one-time activity. So once you have completed the activity and you make the setups ready, it will work for it will work in years together without any issues, and all the logs will be there, and anytime after 2-3 years also you can come and see that, and you can verify it. So that is the very important point of the workflow. Okay. Any doubt or any question? You understand the concept of workflow? Both of you?
Yeah.
Santosh, yeah, you can go ahead.
Any question? Yeah. Okay. So, let me know if I'm going little faster. I don't know about your capturing this thing. Also, I have. Let me know whenever I'm going fast. If you have doubt, please stop me. Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can go through this thing also. Just whatever I said, that is there in this SAP tool, which provides the runtime certain business process automatically. So all these things are there. This is just and this SAP business workflow process purpose. So what is the purpose? As I said, it makes the business process as correct. So it will streamline the process, everything, and it will ensure that the correct process is followed. So you take as I said, if you take the payroll, whenever you got the increment or something, or if you got the band change or something, then you will automatically get one letter from the HR people saying that you got this on, this is the old salary, this is the new salary, and this is how it will be, and the appraisal results are so on. So based on each company it will be there, but all these things, if you maintain the HR portal, it has to come from there. So when you maintain a workflow, it's like it's automatically happen. So there cannot be, if you are doing some manual things, like if any human is doing that, there may be a chance to can do the mistake. Since it will be there in the system itself will take care of this. There will be no manual mistakes will be there. So we will not do anything in the manually. So it will make sure that correct business process is followed. And this is how workflow looks. So this is the workflow builder. Like in SAP, we have two important transaction codes, right? One is SE80, another one is SE11. So if you know all the things in SE80, which is object navigator, they have everything like function modules, repo programs, and web intro, or module pool, and function group, or all other things are there. No? So if you know everything in the object navigator, and if you know other one SE11, which is data dictionary, in the data dictionary also you have everything like domain, data element, tables, views, lock objects, all other things, right? So if you know these two, then 80% or 90% of the workflow is ABAP is over. Like that, if you know two transaction codes in the workflow, which is workflow builder SWDD and business object SWO1. If you know these two transaction code and what are the things are there in these two transaction codes, then workflow also 80 to 90% over. So I always trying to compare the workflow to ABAP, so that you can easily understand. Okay, this is how it will be like. The same thing, ABAP and workflow, both of them are it's same only. There we will write the code. Here we will do the designing part, and in the back end we will write some small codes and we will attach that. The same thing here also. So this is how the workflow builder looks like. Okay. So like in your 10th standard, you will be using the flow chart, right? So initially you will be start flow chart from the start. Again it will come down. It will be they have the process. Then it will go if condition. If it is success, it will go here. If it is fail, it will come here, like that. Right? So here also the same thing. In the workflow builder also, it will start from here in the top, and we have the end here at the end. So once it start, then it will come here. Here is the step which will check whether any is success or not. If the answer is yes, then it will come here and it will do this process, and it will come here. It will execute this process, and it will come and execute the process and close. Suppose it got no, then it will come here and it will do this process, and it will come and it will stop. So it is the top to end bottom flow. So however we are defining the steps, we have to design like this. So any scenarios is designing part we have to do, and we need to write some logic. Then we can execute and we can check. This designing, it's very easy. Even it is not that you have to be very much and very familiar with the other coding and all. It's not that much familiar, but you should know a little other knowledge like select query. You should know what is meant by function model. You should know, and function group you should know, and tables and other information you should know. Only if you know these informations, we can easily learn the workflow. So it's just like designing part and using the logic part. That's all. So it's very simple, and if you know this concept, you can learn WebIntro also very easily, because the same concept only is here also is using MVC architecture. The same concept only here also we are using it. So if you know WebIntro, it is very easy for you to learn workflow. Or if you don't know also, no problem. By learning workflow, later if you get a chance, you can yourself learn the WebIntro. So the same concept will be used there also. So since it's a demo class, I just wanted to tell you this small information only. So if you wanted to see in system those two transaction code, I can show you that. So just remember two transaction code. That's sufficient. I'll not even 2 or 3 transaction code. If you remember, that's sufficient to to play around in the workflow. I'll open those 2 transaction code and I'll tell you. Since I have trained to so many people, I know how to train and how to make make you explain, and I have made I have all the scenarios ready and everything business scenarios. I will be taking every business scenarios also, so that it will be it will improve your functional knowledge also. It will be good for the freshers, and even if you already know all these things, I can skip those things and I can train in the advanced concept, so that you can learn the workflow and more. So based on the students, I will change it. So let me open the system and I will show you those 2 transaction codes. Okay, the first one is SWO1, which is business object. SWO1, O for object. SWO1. This is just like your data dictionary, SE11. Just imagine what is a data dictionary. The same thing is here. So this is called business object. So this business object has 5 parts. One is interface, key fields, attributes, methods, and events. So I will explain you each and everything of this clearly. So in the maybe in the when you started the class, I can explain you everything from the scratch, and I will tell you how to create a custom business object and how to delegate, how to do that delegation, and all other steps also you can tell you. So now I will tell you this transaction code. You just remember SWO1. This is just like your data dictionary, and I will open one more transaction code, which is just like your SE80. That's called workflow builder. The transaction code is SWDD. one biggest problem in the workflow is if you are not going in the proper order, like not in the order, like when you are learning the workflow, if you are not going in the proper way, like how you have to navigate, then it is very, very difficult to learn, because the concepts and all you should know, like these are very simple concepts, but if you don't know the simple concept, then you will not clearly understand everything. That is the biggest problem in the workflow. But once if you understand the concept, then you will think, oh, that much only, okay, like that. So it's very, very simple. Okay. So the other one is, as I said, SWDD. So this is how the workflow screen look like. So when the designing part will be, we will do the designing part, everything here only. So here we will have all the options. Okay, so what are the steps we can do in the workflow? If you wanted to create the activity, if you want to do the conditions, you can drag here, you can put it here. So these are the options available. So all these options I have mentioned in the PPT. I will explain all these things like container operation, process control, loop, fork, event creator, wait for event, conditions, multiple conditions. All I will be explaining you. So let me open some workflow for you. I will tell you how the workflow looks like. So here is the workflow number. Like in ABAP program, when you do it, or what you do, you normally you will use the program name will be the unique, right? But in the workflow, that description is not unique. So whenever you create one workflow, you will generate one number, unique number. So this is the number. So this number is unique. So here, if you know the number, you can go and create it. You can see that. So this is how a sample workflow looks like. Somewhat normal workflow. It's not a big workflow. It's not a small workflow also. And this is how the normal workflow looks like this. So based on the scenario, the workflow complexity will just increase. But I will explain you what are the things are there and how to use it. So based on your thinking and your requirement, you can use that here and there. That's all. So this is just like your SCAT. So here you can do everything. Like the SCAT has function group, program, module pool, everything like that here also. So here you can do all the things, task and workflow creations, send mail and check the mail and the corrections, everything you can do. Activation, execution, everything you can do here only. And if you know one more transaction code, which is SWEL. SWEL, that is the other one which we'll be using frequently. So here is this is the one which will show the log of the workflow. Whenever you execute the workflow, like I said, no, when the auditing comes also, they will come and see this one. So they will check it here. What are the workflow is triggered, who triggered it, what are the sub tasks here, what are the things it's happened, everything. So let me show you some workflow for you. On this date it is there or not? It's not there. Let me take some 10 days. From 02. So they will give the date here. Okay, so this is how the log of the workflow looks like this. So when you see here we can see the workflow number and other stuffs. Here it will show you the workflow details. If you click on this, it will show you in the flow chart. So the green color shows the process of the workflow. It started from here, it came, it sent the mail, and it came, it reached. like this. So now you may not understand clearly. No, I just wanted to tell you this one. These are the 3 transaction code we will be using it frequently. So just wanted to tell you the transaction code names only and how it look like. That's all. Maybe when you started this training, we will I will explain you with clearly with a practical scenario. And very first class only, I will not take any more theory and all. Very first class only will start with the practical scenarios. And when I'm designing like that only I will explain you. So I guess that's all from my side. If you have any questions or anything, you can ask me. Hello?
Yeah, Santosh, nothing from my side.
Hello? Oh, okay. Raj. Yeah, hi Raj. Yeah. So any questions or anything you wanted to ask? Or you wanted to do anything?
No.
So okay, that's great. So just I need only one thing from you only. Just I want your 100% cooperation. Like so whenever I'm training, so you can in between you can ask and you can ask any questions. Those things only. I just wanted to know. So I will take care of everything. I will make you expert in the workflow. I just want your cooperation. That's all. Other than that, I don't want anything.
Okay.
So what will be your preferred timings and how you wanted to go to the means you want to finish the class, you wanted to take more time and you wanted to finish the training quickly, or you wanted to take slowly, or what is the things how you wanted to proceed with the
more time would be preferable one.
okay. Okay.
Timings
So what will be your preferred time?
Time I will let Aparna know. Okay.
Okay, sure, yeah. Okay. So if you want to know the topics, so I can send you the topics to your mail if you want.
Topics.
You want it or not required?
Topics here, yeah, I have recorded.
Okay, that's okay, fine, yeah. That's fine, okay. So you can, any other things? So nice to get you from this.
Nothing, Santosh, from my side.
Hello, Ali, you have anything
from
your side you want?
Okay.
Okay.
Will you be taking a session for me or?
So Alim, you wanted to have one more demo or not required?
I think beyond this you may not be going into details.
Hello, Alim.
We're right, Santosh?
So your voice is little bit breaking. I am not.
No.
That is what. Actually, I have not taken that much advance. So since you are also there, I have explained in the same way only in medium level. So maybe I don't know about your things. Like you understand or you have any doubts or something, you can take in other separately.
What have you discussed till now? I don't have